Hey you guys, welcome back to Angel Angela. And on this topic, you guys, I wanted to talk about forgiveness. Forgiving the narcissist, forgiving yourself. A lot of times we stay stuck in the past, you guys, where we're literally waking up, reliving our past, or when something goes wrong in our life, or when we were misguided on something, we tend to draw back to the past, right? Like, no one taught me that. Or my mom was supposed to teach me that. My dad was supposed to teach me that. My grandparents were supposed to teach me. And my friends, family, someone was supposed to give me a hint. Anyone there, who's there? Who's going to teach me these things? And people can teach you, people can direct you a certain way, but you know what? At the end of the day, you're going to do whatever you want to do, and that's what happens to many of us. A lot of us rebel, a lot of us, know that something's not quite good for us, but we're addicted to the feeling, we're addicted to the person. A lot of times, you guys, we're finding it hard to forgive ourselves, for reacting to the narcissist's lies. Sometimes we think back and we realize, I wish I would have never reacted. I wish I would have never even said anything. I wish that when I saw the hate coming, I pretended like I didn't see it coming, because as black sheep or as people who stand out, we tend to tell these people how we feel. So now we realize, hey, don't do that, because they will kill you, Make it seem like it's all in your head and then play the victim. It's a mind game, you guys, and whoever speaks first will literally be the one they will project onto. So yeah, these people are very intentional, and once you give in, they'll, false allegate against you and everything. And this is why I tell you guys, it's very important to forgive yourself. So forgive yourselves for going back and forth, forgiving ourselves for not leaving when you were thinking about leaving and then you never left, and then you continued, and then you thought something was going to change. It just never changed. And by the time it got worse, you realized, what was the whole point? What was the point of it all, right? And it will strike this anger in you. And the narcissist knows, and what makes it so diabolical is that the narcissist knows that by the time you have figured them out, whether they're your spas or they're your family, by the time you figure it out and you expose them, or you take the mask off, or they take the mask off, or the mask just slips to where they can't hide it anymore because they realize that you're getting smarter, right? You will develop this anger, you're angry, you're sad, you'll start blaming others, you'll start blaming your situation, you'll start thinking that life can never get worse, and it'll get worse, and then you'll think it'll never get better, and it can get better, and when it gets better, those narcissists come and distract you, and or you try to forgive certain people, and then they end up doing things to you all over again, right? And when things are going bad, we tend to point fingers, or, we blame people for feeling lonely or feeling like we have no one. Not understanding that if our energy, we attract whatever we want. And when you realize that you weren't a match for these type of people, instead of changing and forgiving that past, some of us still kind of linger a little bit of hate towards these type of people. And a lot of times we actually tell ourselves that we forgive them, right? Sometimes we forgive the narcissist the same day. We're I'll forgive them, because if not, I'm going to just do something I regret. Or, you're just so into your feelings, or you're so into your emotions, or you're panicking, your anxiety is up high, and you're thinking to yourself, how can I forgive this person? Or I tried to forgive them, and now they're, sending me pictures, and now they're, flaunting their new supply in front of me, or they're having people come as flying monkeys, invading my privacy, my space, the place I live, the places that I, go to, my job. They're invading me. And then all of a sudden the forgiveness just goes out the door, and you're kind of living in a world where you're wondering, well, if karma's not going to get these people, I might as well react. I might as well show them how I really feel about them. It's like you want to have something to prove. You want to get angry with these people. Sometimes you might, clap back, or you might yell, or you might get angry. You might tell them something, to hurt them because they're trying to hurt you. And at the end of the day, nobody is winning in that situation, right? And when we really think about forgiveness and we think about, bad karma, good karma, it's like, when are you going to receive your good karma if you're stuck in this diabolical thing that you're not going to win, right? So when you forgive, sometimes you even want to reach out to these people and tell them that you forgive them. But the thing about it is they do not care about your forgiveness, right? They don't care. Let's just be honest. They don't care. The narcissist does not care. And sometimes you want to forgive them because you want to feel like, I cleared everything out of my chest. I told this person how I feel. At least now I know that, I did my best. The truth of the matter is that when the love turns to hate, it's just difficult to get back to the love. Now there's hate. When it's gotten to that point, there's just no going back. That's why you just have to forgive, because you can't force people to care about you, care about your feelings, or care about your forgiveness. And sometimes you probably will, get in situations where you'll be mad at yourself, because you'll think, why am I getting mad at something that happened a long time ago? Or why am I getting mad at someone that I haven't seen in years? Or why am I getting upset at my ex, or my ex-husband, or my ex-wife, or my ex-girlfriend when, I don't even see them. I don't even talk to them. I've moved on. I'm actually happy in my new relationship. I actually made all of my dreams happen. But I feel like there's still this part of me that feels like there was never any closure there. You don't have to talk to these people to forgive them, you guys. I want you guys to know that, because the forgiveness is more so for you. It's not about really forgiving the narcissist. It's about really forgiving yourself and forgiving the situation as a whole, because you know that you have to be mentally and spiritually, right. Because you know that the narcissist, it's like a demon. It wants to come and attack you through different people and through their supply and through family, right? You know this person is not vibrating off your energy, and it wants you to feed off its energy. So it's up to you to say to yourself, I forgive this, I forgive myself for being with this person. I forgive myself for putting myself through that, because I did have free will. And I forgive myself for, being naive. I forgive this person because they don't see that they hurt me. They don't see that what they've done to me has affected me or has impacted my life in a lot of negative ways, but help me forgive myself to not do anything to this person, to not attack this person, to not give them an eye for an eye, because at the end of the day, I cannot return negative energy with negative energy, because I'll get nothing. All my pain and suffering will be for nothing. I want something good for a change. That's why I have to forgive them. I want something good for myself. I don't want to waste any more time, any more minutes, any more years thinking about someone that doesn't care about me, that has showed me that the feeling isn't mutual. A person that has no remorse for wasting time or trying to destroy you. I don't want to waste any more time on someone like that, right? And you have to forgive that situation, you guys. And once you forgive that situation and you wipe your hands from it, guess what? If you know you reacted in a way that you wish you wouldn't, or you wish you could take things back, or if people have a bad perception of who they think you are, guess what? Allow them. Allow the flying monkeys to think whatever they want about you. Allow people to think you're evil, or, you're the evil one, right? The narcissist abused you, then you're the evil one for defending yourself. So allow these people to throw that hate at you, so that you can turn that hate into something positive. So the more they hate you, love them. Not necessarily meaning go love on them. Go tell them you love them and they're literally spitting on you. That's not what I'm saying. Love them by not hurting them. Love them by not reacting to them. Love them by letting go of letting go of that energy that is trying to attack you in many different ways. Love them so that you can love yourself, so that you can protect yourself. When they send you that negative energy through their flying monkeys and the people around them, you're being blessed when you're just smiling and letting it all go, because the more you let it go, you know what happens? That's your power. That's your power right there. That's literally your power, is letting it go, standing up for yourself, but letting it go. If you know you're in a situation where you can avoid this type of person, get away from them. Leave these people alone. Family, friends, it doesn't matter. Leave them alone. If you know that you have ties that you have to break, break those ties. God will make a way. Once these type of people, you guys, slander you, once that love turns to hate, once they look at you as being less than, these people won't stop. Now they're vibrating off the hate energy. When these people come back or they try to provoke you, they're going to see you as being emotional or whatever, however they view you. So be indifferent. They do not know you anymore. Stand up for yourself, but let it go, because you know that this person is vibrating off some negative stuff to the point where they do not care about hurting you. They don't care. You already know that. So it's up to you to the more hate you get, show love. The way of showing love is by silencing yourself. That's how you show love. I'm loving you by not reacting to you. That's how I'm showing love. By not, giving you the same things that you served. Because, while I'm getting my blessings, by the time you get your karma, which I wouldn't wish it on you, but that's just, we reap what we sow. So when that person gets their karma, it's not going to be by you. And you're not going to have anything to do with it. This person is going to destroy themselves the same way they tried to destroy you. Because you're blocking that negative energy with your forgiveness. So when that person is getting their karma, you guys, it's going to be coming from someone who is vibrating on low energy just like them. So this is why you have to protect your energy. And I say this with the utmost respect, you guys, because you're sometimes in a revengeful mood, not understanding that you're feeding into the trap. You're becoming just like them. This is why everyone's pointing fingers at each other. This is why you have to forgive the narcissist, forgive yourself, so that in the future, when the same people from the past have a perception of who you are, and you're showing them like, hey, you guys don't know me. I've changed. I've moved on. I'm living a better, greater life. I'm stress-free. I'm healthy again. Once you're living your life and these people from the past start, hating on you, slandering you, trying to be around your energy now and things like that. You can look at them and look at them almost like disgusted, like, you don't know me. I don't care what you say about me in the past, because I know that that's not true. You're lying. And I don't have anything to prove to you, and I'm not even going to allow you to make me react to emotions and things and events from the past when I've already dealt with those emotions. I've already expected the worst out of this person and decided to forgive them. So nothing that you say to me is new to me, and I've moved on with my life. And if you feel like I've actually done something to you, because narcissists act like, they're the victims, and if we're both crazy, if we're both if we're both delusional, then I'm sorry and forgive me, I forgive you, and let's go our separate ways, because it's not healthy. I don't want to be surrounded by hate. That's what forgiveness is really about. Forgiving yourself for not knowing, for not understanding, for, putting the blame on others, or blaming others for not telling you or not teaching you or not warning you, having hate towards certain people, and just understanding that everyone is living through some type of torment. The narcissist lives in that torment, you guys. They live in that hellhole, and then they want you to live there with them, and they want you to get to that point where when they leave you, you're stuck there without them, or you're stuck there waiting for them to give you the answers or the way out. But you know the way out. You know you don't need them to get out. You have to know that you have to find a way to get out, because, they just tried to kill you. And if you really stay still for a long time while you're recharging yourself, you will see that. You will see that deep down, everyone's hurting. No one really has the answers to everything. Everyone has imperfections, and part of forgiveness, you guys, and part of forgiving the narcissist is that, when their karma comes and gets them like it usually does, a lot of times they don't want to apologize to you. A lot of times when things happen to us, we want to apologize to people. The narcissist they're not like that. They're very prideful, and that's what destroys us every single time, is that we're so prideful. A lot of times we tell ourselves, I'm going to ask this person for forgiveness. I shouldn't have done this. And then you tell yourself, forget it, never mind. And then when something happens to you, you're like, oh, that reminds me of this. Karma is real. That's what I do know. And I do know that when you don't forgive people, or you try to, I've always been one of those people that have never wanted to seek revenge on people. But once you've dealt with a narcissist, they'll bring that side out of you, and what I realize, the science of this is that when I retaliated, I literally got slapped on the cheek right back, and it had nothing to do with the narcissist. And then I was like, wow, this is how it feels when a narcissist does this to you. It's like they don't want to learn the lesson, so they keep getting slapped in the face. And while you're with them in a relationship, you're watching that. You're watching them get slapped on the face. And once you realize that they're filled with excuses, and you want them to take, responsibility and accountability, you realize that that's when they start to hate you, and then they move on. The only difference is that they steal personalities, they steal characteristics, knowledge, spirituality from people, but they actually don't put that work into use. So every relationship, you're going to learn things, and this is why you have to forgive. Take the good with the bad, you guys. Always know that when you seek revenge, sometimes you're like, I've been nice for too long. It's time for revenge on everyone. I've been there before where I'm like, I've went years going through things, and then one day it was like, I'm not playing with people anymore, because they will literally try to destroy me. And then I go all out, you guys. Like, I'm sending AK shots, like boom, 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 like everyone can get it. If you're going to accuse me of something, I'm going to accuse you of something. Like, I got to the point, you guys, where I got down and dirty with these narcissists. And let me tell you, you do not win. You will just drain yourself some more, and take it from me, because trust me, those thoughts are going to come, when you're trying to forgive and they start doing crazy things. You're going to say, screw being nice, screw forgiveness. This is what they want. I'm going to give it to them. So always be wise, you guys. Always be wise. Never handle the narcissist on your own because they will set you up. Never handle anything on your own with the narcissist. You'll feel so off balance. Your anxiety will be high. You'll get like PTSD from this to the point where you're just like scared. You're jumpy and stuff. They have you paranoid. I've went through that. I've went through all those things. And that's why I always talk about these things with you. If you listen to my old videos, I talk about these things. I talk about, how different the world starts to look, the things that you don't pay attention, the gang stalking. You don't pay attention to a lot of things going on. And then once you're aware of it, you realize that you're in control. So then you're able to navigate through life controlling everything, energy, while people are, literally throwing darts at you. You're able to actually navigate better. And it's not saying you won't fall, but you'll find it easier to get up every single time. Everybody, falls at least one good time. And it's always by the people closest to you or the people that you love the most. And then, the forgiveness, that's the hardest part, to be able to smile again. To be able to smile again and be happy again. And not only that, to be able to treat others with empathy after someone doing something like that to you, because you will feel angry. You will take it out on the wrong people, and then you'll ask those people to, forgive you because you're stressed out or going through a lot, and your emotions will be everywhere. But I'm here to tell you, it won't always be like that. For anyone to go around lying on others or exaggerating stories or trying to turn others against others and pointing fingers and starting drama, starting chaos, or, someone who really is arrogant, who takes no accountability, who believes that they're God. Someone like that, who believes they're basically God, does not really understand that God is in control. And to them, they just feel like karma is karma, and karma happens to everyone. That's the world the narcissist lives in. This is why they will never ask you for forgiveness, and you have to forgive them for not having faith. Forgive them for not having faith. Let them go on that merry-go-round for as long as they want. I hope that this message on forgiveness, you guys, was helpful. You have to forgive these people, not only for, not personally forgive them, talking to them and telling them that you forgive them because obviously they don't care, but it's about you, so that you can leave that person in the past. You get me? So that, in your future, or something happens or you bump into each other, you've already forgave that person. They're just a memory, something you're always obviously going to remember, but you're going to push that memory to the past, that trauma to the past, because a lot of times we push the trauma to the past, but we remember all the good parts. So when you forgive them, you forgive them you forgive them by understanding that the trauma is who they are. You're okay with it. It happened already. You're moving on from this. You're not going to be the same anymore. You're going to be better. You're going to do better. You're going to get better. Your health, your finances is going to get better. And you're going to push that narcissist to the back of your brain. Like it never happened. Like, things happened, but it happened already. And, there's something else out there for me. There's peace now in my home. There's peace now when I wake up and I go to sleep. I don't have to worry about the lies. I don't have to worry about the arrogance, the disrespect. I don't have to worry about that. I can protect my energy. And if you want to be around my energy, you want to be around good energy, great energy, you better remain great. Because if you don't remain great, because I'm headed towards greatness, if you don't want to remain great, then there's the door, Narcissists, you guys, they won't ask you for forgiveness. And if they do, a lot of bad things are happening in their life, and they've realized that doesn't mean take them back. That means accept their forgiveness and move on. Keep going back into the future. Do not live in the past. Do not relive your past with people from the past, because chances are they're still living in their past. You guys, a lot of people do not make it out of that hell. They live in the past. If you really pay attention, a lot of these people live in the past. And then when you speak to people about what you went through, they think that that's who you are. And you're like, no, that's my past self. Like, I resurrected a long time ago. I shed my skin. I've morphed into something better. I have so much power now. I didn't have that type of power back then. I'm not the same, You're not the same. So get your power back, you guys. You're finally in a position where you're not in anyone's control. So forgive, because if you argue, if you talk back to these people, you're back in their control. You're back in the past. So share this video, like this video, comment down below if you can relate. And I'm sending you guys lots of love, light, peace, like I always do. And I'll talk to you guys on the next one. Bye.